Welcome to Roman to Yoga. If you're new here, I'm Casey. Make your way to your yoga mat and slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Take a full body stretch. Point your toes, extend your arms long, shake your head from left to right. Place your hands at heart center, and I invite you to select an intention for today's yoga sequence. Draw your chin down and back. It can be a word or phrase, whatever first comes to your mind. Place a bend in your knees, draw them into your chest, and gently rock from left to right. Massage out your low spine. Go slow. Even though you just have a 10-minute practice today, it's still important that you warm up your body. Movement before stillness. Place your hands on your knees and let your low back relax into the mat beneath you. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Close your eyes. Lower your feet down and come to hands and knees. Press the big toes together and separate your knees wide. Sit back onto the heels, and if you're using a pillow today, place it vertically and draw it closer towards you. Take your gaze to the left. Breathe in and breathe out. See if you can walk your hands a little bit more forward. If you're newer to restorative yoga, the postures are held a few minutes. This allows you to get into that deep connective tissue. It's not the same as a stretch. You'll notice that things will open up over time if you continue to stick with your restorative yoga practice. My words are going to go away after I set you up for each posture, which will allow you to draw your awareness inward. Turn your head in the opposite direction and feel the stretch on the opposite side of your neck. Extend your hands out in front of you. Draw your low belly in and up and breathe deeply. Notice as your hips open up over time. Bring your awareness back to this space. Turn your head to the neutral position. Walk your hands under your shoulders and press up and sit up. Adjust yourself as needed. Remove any props. Come to a comfortable seated position. Curl your toes under. Sit onto the heels. And roll your shoulders back a couple of times. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to the words of your intention that you set at the beginning of today's yoga sequence. Inhale, lift the arms up. exhale, lower your hands down. Set this into motion at your own breath's pace. One breath with one movement. I invite you to go slow. It's so easy to start rushing through your life, but don't rush through your yoga practice. Clasp your hands. Once they reach the top, flip your palms towards the ceiling and release your arms down. Sit on to your heels. The tops of your feet will rest onto the mat. Draw your pillow into you. Walk your hands forward. Turn your head to look one direction and take the closed-legged version of child's pose. Notice how this feels differently in your body. Breathe deeply. If your mind begins to wander outside of the space, gently guide it back to right here and right now, because this is all you have, is right here and right now. Turn your head in the opposite direction and notice the stretch on the other side of your neck. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Keep your core tight, tucked, and engaged. And see if you can walk your hands just a little bit more forward. Feel the stretch. Sensation, but never pain. Bring your awareness back to this space and walk your hands under your arms. Firmly press your palms into the ground and then lift up. Breathe deeply. Come to a seated position and step your feet to the wide edge of the mat. Lower your knees to the right, take your gaze to the left, and then lower your knees to the left and take your gaze to the right. Seated windshield wipe. Add a little bit of movement into your hips after those long holds. Breathe deeply. Remind yourself that things will open up over time. The most important thing is you made time for you. You made it to your yoga mat. Sometimes the hardest part is just sitting down and pressing play. So if nothing else today goes your way, at least you accomplished one thing. Draw your hands to heart center and always, always commend yourself for making time for you. Have an awesome day.